Ahmad Suradji, the Shaman of Indonesia. Confirmed deaths 42. Ahmad Suradji, also known as the Shaman of Indonesia, was an Indonesian serial killer who murdered 42 women between 1986 and 1997. He lived in Medan, the capital and largest city of Indonesia. Suradji was a shaman reputed to possess supernatural powers. He was frequently visited by women who seek his services for spiritual advice, to ask to improve their beauty, wealth, and fortune, or to cast a spell on their spouses to keep them from having an affair. According to Suradji, in 1986 he had a dream where the ghost of his father visited him to give him guidance. His father told him that he had to drink the saliva of 72 dead women as part of a black magic ritual to gain supernatural healing powers. Then Suradji thought that finding 72 dead women who had recently passed away was going to take too long, so he decided to speed up the process by killing them himself. Modus operandi. Suradji lured the women who sought him to perform his mystical services into the nearby sugarcane field. There he buried his victims up to their waists, claiming it was part of the spiritual ritual. With their legs underground, the victims weren't able to escape or defend themselves, so then he proceeded to strangle them. Once the victims were dead, he would drink their saliva. To dispose of the body, he would strip the victims naked to accelerate the decomposition process, and bury them in the sugarcane with their head pointing towards his house. According to Suradji, he believed it would give him extra power. Suradji's capture. Suradji was captured after one of his clients was found dead after having a secret meeting with him. In April 1997, a 21-year-old woman was found dead after she was seen going to a meeting with Suradji for a spiritual session. She paid a 15-year-old rickshaw puller to take her there, and she asked him to tell no one because it was a secret meeting. 3 days later, that same woman was found dead, buried naked in a sugarcane field. After knowing about the body found, the rickshaw puller contacted the police and told them he took the victim to see Suradji 3 days prior. When asked about it, Suradji denied having anything to do with the murder, but the police found the victim's belongings in his house. Suradji was arrested and later not just confessed to the crime of the woman recently found dead, he also confessed to have unlived up to 42 other women in the same fashion, and that all of them were buried in the same field. The authorities dug the field and found a total of 42 bodies. Some of the cadavers were so decomposed it was no longer possible to recognize the victim. Trial and sentence. Suradji's 3 wives, all sisters, were also arrested for assisting Suradji in the murders and helping him to dispose of the bodies. Among his wives, one of them, Tumanai, was also charged as accomplice. There are claims that they all confessed, but only under torture by the police. Suradji was found guilty and sentenced to death. Suradji's wife, Tumanai, was also sentenced to death, but her sentence was later reduced to life in prison. Suradji was executed by firing squad in 2008.